we had a grill on our back deck. No, nothing fancy. One of those little grills you get from Kroger. So we were in the process of moving. We were still moving our stuff out. And this lady from down the street just came on the back porch and took the grill. Mind you, it was a little El Cheapo. But it still had some use in it. I was going to take it with us and, get my last few uses out of it. So she took it. And I think one of the neighbors that saw her. Because I was like, man, what happened to our grill? I saw the lady and I flagged it down.
Geographics Media.
A man Corey, a king without a throne.
This is Step, aka Cyncere Wizdumb, joining my man Corey on the King Without a Throne podcast. This is his inaugural episode. He asked me to come on with him. I'm happy to join him in this one. So fortunate to have this opportunity to kick it with my man since we were kids on this podcast, man. So I got to take time to say thank you again for showing up on our content with Big J and I, man. You reignited our flame with podcasting, man, because it can be overwhelming sometimes. Somebody told me, Corey tells stories just as good as you. I learned from him. The Forrest Gump of Geographics crew is the king without a throne. If it happened, Corey was freaking there.
Bro.
If it happened, he was there. If it happened, he was there. I'm going to say it 3 times. If it happened, Corey was there. I don't know how he got there. He teleported. He was there.
Hey, man, being a centralized location in a small town, man, and just being outside at the time, because we weren't cooped up in a house when you outside in a small town. Over by where we stayed on the east side, it was going down. So you was going to see it. And then as we got older, you cats would be driving through. You hop in the car, y'all going out to shoot hoop. Man, somebody grandmama kicking them out the house and they uncle up there riding a bicycle full speed with no brakes and running to the side of a house, man. It just went down like that, man.
It really did. Or people that drink hot beer that sat in the trunk for like 4 days in July.
I'm glad you brought that up, set it up, man. That beer been sitting all weekend from Friday to Sunday in a hot Chevy Blazer in the June heat in a dang igloo cooler with no ice in the back of a car, just sitting there in the heat. Old boy pulled it out like, wait a minute. Oh, let me get the cooler. Hey, let's go to the get some ice and get some beer. Oh, this 4 beers already in here. Hey, man, don't drink that. It's hot. It'll get cold in my stomach.
And we haven't seen him since.
He was an OG at the time, man. And me and his nephew like, hey, man, don't drink that. It'll get cold in my stomach. That was the exact words he said. That nigga was thirsty. And I'm like, you didn't quench your thirst with that hot ass beer, bro.
Corey, this is your thing, man. Corey, tell us a little bit about what you want to do with this podcast, man, and we can just jump in, bro.
All right, fair enough, man. So like we were talking about, man, like we was telling the world, this is just a little, hopefully a ray of sunshine in dark times, trying to get some positivity, and a lot of that positivity going to be through laughter, man. So we'll touch on a lot of different topics, from music, sports, just some basic life stuff. And, maybe we'll touch on a little, physical and mental health, some mental health encouragement, everything to keep brothers and sisters and all the world just going forward in these rush, hard, and desolate times. We push forward.
Before we jump in, a king without a throne, how did you come up with that, B?
Honestly, it just came out of the blue. I was watching the episode of Sanford and Son, and it was the episode 1 from season 4 when Fred came back from St. Louis, and Grady was taking care of Lamont, and Fred felt like Grady took over his kingdom or whatever. So when Fred went to the bar later on, because he was kind of pissed off of what was going on at the house, and the barkeep was like, Fred, you got to go in and show him what you about. Take control of your house. The man's house is his kingdom. So he kind of was inspired by that, and I just ran with it.
R.I.P. to Damon Wilson.
He'll be greatly missed, but he's reunited with the whole clan.
Move forward into modern times.
J. Cole, shout out to Fayetteville, North Carolina's own. He released his album, The Fall Off. He says it's going to be his last one. We'll see. Upon listening to it, classic Cole, all out positive, good stuff. I want everybody to go check that out and let us know what you think about this. So that J. Cole, The Fall Off, It's out there on all streaming services, wherever you get your music. It fits into all the other things in the discography. It slides in well. No huge surprises. Some things he revealed about relationship with some friends that he regrets having. I won't spoil too much for those that hadn't a chance to listen. But those that have listened, it's one of those projects we've been waiting on for a while. Doesn't disappoint.
Oh, I love J. Cole.
Yeah.
He is one of the, I think he's a lyrical beast and a production beast. Regardless of how much work he has put in, I still think that he's to a certain degree slept on. I think that he is an amazing talent altogether. He's indeed, to me, a renaissance man in so many different ways. I'm definitely going to peep Cole because he's amazing to me. I was listening to Wet Dreaming the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and that whole concept, and this is old Cole. That whole concept was just so dope to me. And he doesn't disappoint ever.
Seriously.
Every doggone CD that was ever made, you had it. You had all these CDs, and no one ever borrowed them from you for some reason.
Yeah, you know me, bro. I ain't big on lending stuff out. Boy, I remember one time I lent one of the neighbors my mom's Essence magazine, man. You know, my mom was real big. My mom, to this day, she's real big into reading periodicals or magazines. A big one,
right.
Essence, Ebony, and Jet.
Yep.
My mom don't usually like get upset about anything or nothing like that, but they don't touch her Essence, Ebony, and Jet until she's ready. I messed around and let one of the neighbor kids borrow one of her Essence magazines before she got a chance to read it. Man, my mama came home that same day from work. Like, hey, where's my Essence at? So-and-so got it. My mom was 38 hot about that Essence, man. I had to get up, go to the neighbor house. And here's the thing, while I really don't loan stuff out, I loaned them that Essence magazine. They loaned it out already to somebody else at school. And I had to wait till the next day to get it back. And then when I went to that person to get it back, they had I was getting on their nerve for asking for my stuff back. For asking my mom's stuff. So, bro, man, that's going back to the original point. That's why I don't loan a lot of stuff out now. That was one of those key examples. But you speaking on CDs, I'm looking at them right now. I still got the overwhelming majority of the CDs I collected from back in the 90s, late 80s and early 90s and 2000s. So I still got them.
You had just the ultimate collection, and all of us was music people, but you bought everything just about that came out. I remember you and I used to ride to Anderson or Athens.
Athens, yep.
To go cop stuff. But nowadays, man, I think people are different. Not where CDs aren't out anymore, but still, it's different. I think a lot of the kids of this generation, I'm sad for them because a lot of them didn't get a chance to experience what it was like to go to like a record store and just get the most heavily anticipated album ever. Like when people go to work late. I went to class late a few times to go buy albums at the record store. Then I go to class.
Bro.
So besides Cole, what else is on your plate this episode?
Shout out to all the 2026 NFL Hall of Fame inductees. A big one, man, that I was surprised to learn was Roger Craig, man. You know, the running back for the 49ers back during those 80s dynasties, man. He was on the all 80s decade team, and he's finally going into the Hall of Fame, so shout out to him. Also, Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Adam Vinatieri, Luke Kuechly. If I'm missing somebody, I apologize. Blame it to my head and not my heart. So I thought it was interesting, man. Roger Craig, as big as the 49ers were in the 80s, and a huge dynasty. You know, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Dwight Clark, Bill Walsh, George Seifert coaching, and plenty of others, Ronnie Lott, Charles Haley, all those cats, man. And to realize that Roger Craig just getting in this year, hey, it's long overdue. So shout out to him. Salute.
That is a problem.
So
yeah,
we talked about Cole. We talked about the Hall of Fame. What else you got going on your inaugural episode?
So me and my wife was driving to the gym this morning, and we saw this abandoned mattress, like in the middle of the median on the side of the road. This thing was horrid, man. It looked like, I don't know, man, all kind of bodily fluids and secretion. It was disgusting looking, man.
Oh.
Maybe they had set it up for, I don't know, for incoming in the emergency room, bro. It was in horrible condition. I was telling my wife, look, I bet you somebody gonna come and pick that mattress up. And you know what, they'll probably try to repurpose it because, like, Hey man, no judgment on nobody, because times is hard. You got to get in
Right.
where you fit in. And mattresses are expensive, man. We ain't talking about a box spring, just a plain old mattress that you, not a feather down, not a beauty rest. A plain old Jane mattress is expensive as all get out. So,
Right.
hey, bro, you do what you got to do. Hey, we all been in the struggle before, hell. Some of us still in it. But the thing is, bro, anybody get that mattress right there, man, they gonna have to have a skin graft, and they gonna have to have surgery after getting up off that. Ain't enough Clorox, bleach, mattress pad to save you from that one.
Really?
Before we moved into our current house, we was renting this house on the other side of town. And we had this mattress out, and we were getting ready to take it to the dump. And before I could get the truck, this lady and her grandson from around the way, they had got a man, and that old lady had that boy balancing that mattress like off his head and his back. And he was going down the street, and it was just bouncing, bumping him in the head, man. And he fell with the mattress on top of him. And she was yelling at him. I'm like, man, ma'am, come on now. What? You couldn't get this boy some help. He was struggling to get from the get-go. And she got him getting that mattress by herself and yelling at him.
This story is getting no better.
Man, my low down that cousin had me carrying these dang clothes to the laundromat, or the wash house, as we call it in the neighborhood. And this nigga was riding on the bike. And he had me, I'm smaller than him. He older than me. I'm carrying the clothes basket, man, and he riding the bike just with one single box of washing powder. And I'm struggling with that. I'm struggling with that clothes basket. And it was his clothes, mind you. He got me being his slave carrying it to the wash house or the laundromat. So we get up there, I'm like, man, and we were right by a mud puddle, man. And I dropped this stuff right in there. And I get his ass back. I dropped it right there in that mud puddle, man.
You deliberately dropped it in the mud puddle.
I made it look like an accident.
Wow. Then he had to put the bike down to get his clothes.
That's how we're doing it now?
We had a grill on our back deck. No, nothing fancy. One of those little grills you get from Kroger. So we were in the process of moving. We were still moving our stuff out. And this lady from down the street just came on the back porch and took the grill. Mind you, it was a little El Cheapo. But it still had some use in it. I was going to take it with us and, get my last few uses out of it. So she took it. And I think one of the neighbors that saw her. Because I was like, man, what happened to our grill? I saw the lady and I flagged it down. Did you come on our back deck and take the grill? Like, no, I ain't do it. And there was a little boy in the car with her. Yeah, grandma, yeah, you did, because you had me go out there and get it. Oh, boy, shut your mouth. I ain't taking no grill. I said, ma'am, it's no big deal. But if you had just said something, I was intending on keeping it, I would let you have it. That lady lied and swore up and down, lied on that little kid. Talking about, I ain't take that grill, just lying and just trying to speed off or trying to drive off while we was talking. Just keep it. It ain't that big of a deal. Just scandalous. Damn.
How you gonna fight me about my stuff or be mad at me about my stuff and be belligerent about my stuff?
I'm like, true enough, we were moving, but like I said, we were in the process of moving. We hadn't officially vacated the premises. We still getting our stuff.
You can't assume that I'm throwing this away because it's outside.
Property.
Walking around my house.
Thank you.
It took my grill in broad daylight.
Thinking about this stuff making me mad, bro.
It should. It should.
I hope a cold fell out and burnt my dang foot.
But man, how you gonna come on my property and get my stuff?
Damn it, bro. Both just wild, man. And like I said, older lady, this wasn't no kid.
What was this?
Nah, that's been a while, man. It just jogged my memory when I was thinking about that mattress, and it was another lady took the mattress. This lady, man, we were just having a free giveaway for the hood that week when we moved out.
Thank you. The mattress, fair game.
Fair game, but the grill, that's on my property, man. Yo, monkey went on the property to the back, up the steps, got the grill, and went back and put it in your car, the truck, or however y'all got it down the street. Probably had that little boy dragging it, man.
You got your grill too, man. You might have wanted to cook a final grill meal at the house before you move. You might have wanted to throw on some burgers and dogs, man.
Yeah. What if I had that? Man, see, now you finna get me hot again. Playing the what if game.
You get some Mac Evers and eat them cold, because that woman.
Have mercy, bro. You done went back to a real struggle meal right there. A cold McEvers, man. Are you out camping or something?
Hey, we from the crib. That's the thing. Bro. That's not good. Only you. This stuff doesn't happen to no one else.
Oh, bro, yeah, I'm sure it does.
I'm sure it does, but yeah.
Chat with us in the chat, man. With some of y'all crazy story, people coming on your property and taking your stuff without you fully vacated. Sure, this happened. Blessings abound, man. I've had several grills and got a real super nice one now, so it is what it is. But
I hope she did not burn her foot then.
Really, Step?
Hey, on somewhat of a serious note, man. The last probably week or so, I've been seeing a lot of discourse on the internet about men and men's health, especially men of color. Listen, it's not homosexual to go and have a physical, man. It's beneficial and it's prudent for your health, man. You got to have some blood work done. You need to see a doctor at least once a year, annually, man. It's very important, especially our age as you get older, or just in general. Also, more specifically, men of color, man. Because, like I said, it don't make you homosexual, man.
Right.
And these days, getting your blood work, man, you get your prostate-specific antigen. You probably don't have to have
the finger test.
Yeah, the finger test, man. They can tell by your blood work. So, man, I've been seeing a lot of ignorant discourse about that, and I just wanted to touch on that, man, and I want everybody to be healthy.
And I concur. A good friend of mine used to always be afraid to go for his prostate exam. He was afraid to go because of what you said. Nah, man, I don't want nobody back there. And he called me a while back, and he said, man, I got diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer.
Yeah.
I teared up because this is my guy, man, and he got wife, kids, and he said to me, he said, what you crying for? I'm the one with it. And it just made everything better. He had surgery. He's great now.
Good.
He's been excelling. Looks great. He's happier than he's ever been. But to your point, I go every year, bro. I had my colonoscopy, my first one a few years ago, and they was like, I'll see you in 10 years. The hardest part was the prep.
Is the prep. That's it, because you sleep.
Yeah, you asleep. Thank God, and good health. You also want to talk about, you want to eat right, you want to exercise, because diabetes is wrecking us too.
Yeah, exactly. You got to exercise, you got to eat right, and that was another thing. I forgot that aspect of it. A lot of that discourse last week was like, oh, well, I go to the gym and I eat right, so I don't have to go to the doctor. You need it all, man. You need it all.
You have to.
And also mental side, mental health issues are real. If you're having some issues, or you think you might be having issues, man, reach out and get some help. It's all kind of resources available that's free. If you got insurance, it's going to be covered, man. If you just need somebody to talk to, reach out. Hell, reach out to one of us, man. If you just need to chop it up and just need somebody to talk to, just to get it off your chest, because I'm telling you, stuff that tends to fester explodes in a way that's not going to be helpful, man. So get your blood work, have your physicals, and man, talk to somebody if you got stuff on your mind that's pressing, man. I wanted to get that out there.
I actually went one time because I wanted to see what was popping. So I went and talked to a counselor one time. It was freaking hilarious. He was a good dude too. I went and I was just talking to him, and he said, I don't see anything going on here. And I'm still talking and eating candy. He had some Reese's peanut butter cups on the table. And so I was eating candy, B. And so contrary to what people may think, they don't have a couch for you to lay on. I'm sitting up on the couch talking to this guy about everything. And I looked at him, he's like, I said, can I lay down? No, you can't. You're not even writing anything. I'm just here. I think you're good. Do I still owe you? Yes.
Yeah.
He became a good friend until he retired too. I mean, just a good man. I had a blast hanging out in there. But he's hey, you good. You telling me something and then you giving me the answer that I would have gave. Yeah. Hey, there we go then. I wanted to try this on and see what it was all about. It's so many of us who struggle with PTSD and just other underlying issues. And a lot of us actually don't get to the root of what's going on.
Exactly.
So it's the equivalent of putting clean food on a dirty plate.
There you go.
And still try to figure out, why you got food, why you sick. I'm getting food poisoning because I got this dirty food from 2 weeks ago on my plate.
Root of the cause,
and clean it up. We don't get to the root. And for the life of me, I don't understand why both of those things are so taboo.
Appreciate you with it, moderating and executive producing this, man. And this is the first step on a great journey, man. And we're gonna have fun and see where it goes. And we're gonna, like we all been doing for the past 40 years, man, have each other's back. And we hope everybody enjoys it and like it as much as we do. So, check me out. I'm on Facebook, Corey Boazman on Facebook, at Boazman5 on Instagram, and also Boazman5 on TikTok.
Get at me on X, formerly Twitter, at Wizdumb, WIZDUMB 1914. Instagram, Cyncere Wizdumb. And don't forget to get at me along with my co-host, Big J the Artist, on the Our Content Podcast, another production from Geographics Media.
So thank y'all for tuning in, and we're going to see y'all on the next episode.